Hello, welcome back to the pool room. David Bradley here. I may have mentioned I'm trying to get where I can get all the way around the pool table, move things other places, and then maybe I can set about doing other things here. Like, maybe before I set things up for other things, I could play pool. Oh my. It's funny, you think you get to a stage where you pretty much know where everything is, or what everything is, and you pick something up, and there's more stuff. What do we got here? Oh, okay. This is a 1080. It's an Amiga monitor, and I mean, it says Amiga. I had one like this, and there was a fellow in the United States who desperately needed one quickly for a thing to do with Andy Warhol. So we quickly came to terms, and then I quickly got to FedEx and got it on its way. I did. Here. This is a thing to help you recharge your air conditioning. It is. Why is that there? It was behind the monitor. Oh my golly. There's other things. Oh no. Other things. There's always more things. Oh. Always more things. For example, here's the internal parts, some of the parts for an SX-64 keyboard. Always exciting. And here is an SX-64 keyboard that's missing a key, which is always a tragedy. But I have some SX-64s. I may not have much in the way of keyboards around. I think I have some. But I did help a lot of people. I did. And I disassembled some and sent them away. Oh, so that because you see, oh golly, there's nothing else in the world that has a keyboard. Oh, like an SX-64. Oh my God. There's sports cards here. There's nothing in the world that has a keyboard like an SX-64, except an SX-64. Oh my God. Careful. I found a power supply, but the cord is stuck under the filing cabinet. I have to be careful because I don't want to knock down the internet. Oh, I don't know if I can get it. I don't know. Oh, cables. I'm going to try again. I don't think it's plugged in anywhere. Maybe for this instant, I can move the internet onto the pool table. So I'm not quite, there we go. Not quite as terrified. Not quite. Okay, but I think this one, just from the little bit I can find here, is probably toast. And why do I say that? Well, I'll show you in a second. Whoa! Don't knock things down. Okay, I'm coming around. All right, let me just set this down. I also found a little controller that goes with A Wii, W-I-I. I'll have to check it out. Now, the reason I think maybe this power supply is no good is because I've kind of tied, there we go, I've kind of tied the wires together. So this needs to go upstairs and get checked. But that was kind of what, remember I learned that, well, from a bunch of people, but including one named Matt Pines, who was a band leader. And you know, cables, things happen. Cables go bad. So if you got a bad cable, you tie a knot in it that tells people don't use this, like especially in the middle of a thing. Like, get it out. Don't have somebody else sticking it in. Now here's an interesting thing. This is a cable. Looks like it's from a 128 or an Amiga 500 or whatever, but that's all it is. It's the cable. Got all the wires there. So obviously, a power supply disassembled, dismembered, taken apart. At some point, I don't think I did it. I don't think so. Okay, so I'm almost there. Now I guess what I could do is look into this. There's a bunch of sports cards. I can't get them right now. I just can't. I just can't. Oh, it does get hot in here. I need to get rid of lights that have heat involved. I do. More LEDs. Not that they don't have any heat, but not nearly as much. All right, I'm grabbing a couple things off the floor here. Oh, there's a sports card. Okay. Here's another thing. Would have been a note from works, old 64 dirty, 1541 okay. Game card good, sound good, Brockville. That was the thing I got years ago. Drove to Brockville, got some stuff. Now I know this thing here goes on, I believe it's a Sakosha printer. And on the floor over there, there's a Sakosha printer. But I'm not really in a position to pick it up at this juncture, but we're getting there. Oh, look. There's a wiffle ball. Kind of a cat toy thing. Oh. Here's a little kind of a snake thing. What else do we have here? More stuff for the recycling. Okay, I'm going to try. It's not going to go well. I'm going to try with the grabber. Ooh. To get some of these cards off the floor. And it worked. I got a bunch of them. They seem to be baseball cards. I don't think they're anything incredibly old. Bob something. Dave Johnson. Anyway, there's more. There's always more. More cards. More stuff. Maybe I can get more. Anyway, we're getting there. We're almost around the table. But I've really got to get this filing cabinet moved without hurting things. That would be good. But it will be difficult. I'm sure it's heavy, and I just glanced inside, and of course, it's not empty. So I'm using the grabber to get some of the sports cards. Oh, and there's something else here. I don't know what it is. Oh, it looks like a big hunk of broken glass. That's not encouraging. I wonder what broke here. Oh, okay. I'm going to try and get it. I suspect what this was, just in looking at the style of it. I can't really get it, but I got to get it. The grabber won't. I really don't want to cut my hand. I think what this was, yeah, I think. Yeah, it was. Okay. My grandmother had this stuff called cornflower glass. It wasn't crystal. It was glass. And it was etched. And at some point, I guess I had a plate there, somewhere there. And somehow, it got broken. Oh, what's going on here? Oh, there's too much stuff. Anyway, that's gotta go. It's gotta go. It's got to go. Gotta go. Gotta go. Right now. So nobody gets hurt. All right. How are we doing? Okay. So we're getting there. Round and round. Round and round and round we go. Okay. So I was picking up more cards. I was. But it may be that what I really need is a broom and a dust, or some people would say, a dustbin. A dustbin. And I've still got quite a headache, so I think I can't really get much more of that. So I've got a printer. I've got a filing cabinet. I've got more of these cards here. I'm just trying to pick. Oh God, I'm gonna drop them. I'm gonna drop them. Maybe, possibly, but I don't think so. I'll put them inside the case of the 9090 and the 9060, or whichever it was, whichever it is. I shall. The grabber will get you. All right. Well, we're getting there. One thing that is, if I look under here, by the way, if I look under here, under the black shroud, I will see an SX-64 and an SX-64 and an Amiga 2000 something and an ammunition case. Oh, that looks like a Commodore 128 and an Amiga 2000 something and stuff. There's more stuff. I used to have pets under this table, but I finally said, oh, that's enough of that. Okay. So, well, I see what looks like two Commodore typewriters, which is refreshing because, of course, I have two cases for two Commodore typewriters. Let me see if I can count up SX-64s. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I think I see 8. But that doesn't mean that's all there is. But it probably is. Probably. Anyway. All right. I gotta turn things off. I gotta cool down. I gotta take something for my head. So, how's that microphone? Yeah, it looks like it's on. Anyway, thanks for coming to the pool room. We're getting there. Very, very slowly. But, I mean, this room has been kind of stuck for years. So remember, when someone's cleaning up and somebody's tidying up, don't come up with ways that they can do it better. Sometimes all you can do, the best thing you can do is say, great, keep it up. There's a lot of people out there like, no matter what you're doing, like, oh, well, that's fine, but you should do it this other way, or you should focus on this, or you should focus on that. And when people are in a fragile state, that's not helpful. Just applaud the progress. Even if slow as a turtle, just say, good job, way to go. All right, I'm still thinking this light here that I like. I'm thinking I want to get something brighter in it, and I'm thinking maybe there's a way if I get an extension thing. Because the big light that I have that I'd like to put in there that has a lot of LEDs, its neck is not long enough. But there are things you can get to extend the neck. See, part of this whole thing is held together, this light here, this shrouded thing, by the light being in there. But it's got to have a longer neck. Anyway, I'll see. I'm getting there. We're getting there. Have a lovely day. We'll see you again back here, somewhere, in some room, sometime. Bye for now.